These are the stories of Jonathan the stuffed animal monkey and Dominic. Here we go.
Hey, here's a story about Jonathan and Dominic. Jonathan was so excited to give Dominic a new Yamaha keyboard for his birthday. He had been saving up for months, and he knew Dominic would love it. He'd even picked out the perfect model, a sleek black keyboard with all the bells and whistles. Jonathan couldn't wait to surprise Dominic with the keyboard, but he just couldn't resist showing it off to his friend Jennifer first. He knew she would be impressed, and he was right. Jennifer was amazed by the keyboard and couldn't wait to see Dominic's face when he opened it. Jonathan and Jennifer spent the rest of the day practicing their favorite songs on the keyboard. They were both so excited for Dominic's birthday party, and they couldn't wait to show him what they could do. Finally, the day of Dominic's birthday party arrived. Jonathan and Jennifer wrapped the keyboard in colorful paper and tied a big bow around it. They hid it under a pile of other presents, and they waited patiently for Dominic to open it. When Dominic finally opened the present, his eyes lit up. He couldn't believe it. He had always wanted a Yamaha keyboard, and now he had one. He thanked Jonathan and Jennifer profusely, and then he couldn't wait to try it out. Jonathan and Jennifer watched as Dominic played his first song on the keyboard. They were both so proud of him, and they knew he would have many years of enjoyment with his new instrument. The sun was shining brightly as Jonathan and Dominic packed their bags for a day at the beach. They were excited to spend the day with their friends, Jennifer, Kevin, Christopher, and Caldwell. Once they arrived at the beach, they spread out their towels and set up their umbrellas. They spent the day swimming, building sandcastles, and playing volleyball. They also took a break to eat lunch and play board games. As the sun began to set, they packed up their things and headed home. They were all tired but happy after a fun day at the beach. Dominic were both excited for their new Yamaha keyboard. They had been saving up for months, and they couldn't wait to start making music together. The day they went to buy the keyboard, they were both a little nervous. They had never bought anything so expensive before, but when they saw the keyboard, they knew it was worth it. They spent the rest of the day learning how to play the keyboard. They were both surprised at how quickly they picked it up. The next day, they decided to take their new keyboard to the beach. They set it up on a blanket and started playing. At first, they were a little self-conscious, but after a while, they started to relax and enjoy themselves. They played all sorts of music, from pop songs to classical pieces. They even started to attract a crowd. People stopped to listen and clap along. Jonathan and Dominic felt proud of themselves. They had made something beautiful together. They played until the sun went down. Then they packed up their keyboard and went home. They were both tired, but they were also happy. They had had a great day. The next day, they went back to the beach. This time, they brought their friends with them. They played music all day long. They had so much fun that they didn't want to stop. But finally, the sun went down, and they had to go home. They were both sad to leave, but they knew they would be back again soon. They had made a lot of new friends that day. They were all excited to play music together again. Jonathan and Dominic were happy that they had bought their new Yamaha keyboard. It had brought them so much joy. Two friends who loved to play outside. One day, they were playing in the park when it started to rain. They ran to a nearby bench to stay dry. "I wish we could still play," said Jonathan. "Me too," said Dominic, "but it's raining too hard." Just then, a rainbow appeared in the sky. "Look," said Jonathan. "A rainbow. It's beautiful," said Dominic. "It looks like a bridge to heaven." The rain stopped as quickly as it started. The sun came out and dried up the puddles. Jonathan and Dominic ran back to the playground to play. Jonathan and Dominic were two brothers who shared a room. They were both tired after a long day of playing, and they were looking forward to going to sleep. Jonathan was the first to get into bed. He pulled the covers up to his chin and closed his eyes. Dominic soon followed, and they both drifted off to sleep. In their dreams, Jonathan and Dominic went on a magical adventure. They flew through the sky on a dragon, explored a hidden cave, and played with a talking unicorn. They had so much fun in their dreams that they didn't want to wake up. But eventually, the sun began to peek through the window, and Jonathan and Dominic woke up. They were sad to leave their dream world, but they were excited to start a new day.